Well, 50 years ago, flames tore through the heart of downtown Yakima, claiming a landmark, or nearly claiming a landmark, that now stands as one of the city's most cherished cultural beacons. Aranisa Williams joins us live now in the studio to bring us the story of the night the curtain fell.
Yeah, and the Capitol Theater, they opened their doors not only to performances, but to commemorate and bring that memory alive. Take a look. It was a summer night in 1975 when smoke began to rise from the Capitol Theater. A showing of the Apple Dumpling Gang turned into a scene of chaos. What burned that night wasn't just a building, it was a moment etched into the soul of a city.
I guess I'm getting older, and there isn't many of us left that were on that first response. A little side note, my wife's brother was in town, and he had his kids there, and so the next day I was going to take them to go see the Apple Dumpling Gang, and that didn't happen. And I had a hard time explaining to them that the theater burned down, and they wouldn't believe me.
Marty Beeler was a young firefighter then, just 2.5 years on the job, reassigned that very morning to the ladder truck they called the Snorkel.
The rest of that's kind of history. We know that Jack was injured in that, but we were so fortunate that nobody was killed. There were some injuries, but everybody had gotten out. And when I look back on that fire, I think there was a couple of lessons I really learned that I always tried to teach the crews that I worked with after that in roof operations. Provide a couple of ways off that roof and make sure you have a hose line charge so that you have access to get out and protect yourself.
Half a century later, the Capitol Theater is still standing, not just rebuilt, but reborn by the hands of its community.
The fire was a tragedy, and we don't want to commemorate the tragedy, but what we are celebrating today is that the community immediately came back together and reinvested in the Capitol Theater and let us have it for these next 50, these last 50 years and for the next 50 years.
The event, called The Night the Curtain Fell, offered educational lectures on architecture, familial ties, and the unsung chapters of the Capitol's history, stitched together by those who remember and those who now preserve.
I grew up here in Yakima. I grew up dancing on the Capitol Theater stage. I was in the Nutcracker every year, so it really means a lot to me. I'm very, very happy that I get to be part of its story moving forward. The Capitol Theater is for Yakima. It's for our community. It's not this, separate, off-limits thing. It is part of our community. Everyone has a story with the Capitol, and we just want to capture as many of those as we can.
From fire to revival, from ashes to applause. The curtain did fall once, but it rose again, carried by a city that refused to lose its stage.
It's been 50 years since that fire. And every time I come into this theater for an event, my mind races back to that roof and how close we came to not getting off. So enjoy this theater. It's beautiful.
Even if you missed last night or were there but didn't get to share, the Capitol Theater is still collecting stories. Visit our website at kimatv.com to learn how you can add yours. John?
Thank you very much, Anissa.